Greetings, fellow progsters. This is MrProggers, and we're doing a special episode today. This is a follow-up for the Pink Floyd marathon, where we have completed all of the albums for the 1960s Pink Floyd. In other words, we have reviewed all the 60s albums that Pink Floyd has released. And we are now going to end this era of Floyd with MrProggers' top 10 choice cuts for the 60s era Floyd. Now these are not necessarily my favorite songs of the era, but these are the songs that I have chosen as the best representation of Floyd for the era for you, the fan. So let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is Julia Dream. This is a unique pastoral little song. It seems to be about a girl of his dreams, but it's also very paranoid, a bit nightmarish. It was a B-side single in 1968, and it features the old prog faithful favorite instrument of all true progsters, the mellotron. This is acoustic with some delay, slow and very surreal, and it's just sort of got a nostalgic quality to the song. Julia Dream at number 10. Number 9 is Remember a Day. This is Rick Wright's best song of the 60s. I'm gonna up there with Paintbox. As a matter of fact, I consider it maybe to be better than Paintbox. Paintbox is one of my favorite songs, and we'll talk about it later. But this song is off of A Saucer Full of Secrets album, and it recalls his childhood in this odd little... It's very progressive. The song has a lot of change-ups in it, and that's a very good thing. And Syd Barrett influenced the song because it's written sort of in his sort of childlike style. But instead of it being almost like Barrett sings as if he is still a child, Rick Wright is singing as he remembers his childhood to be. Syd Barrett actually plays some slide guitar in this song. This is the last album that he was on before he left the band, or the band left him. This is also a Lost Piper outtake. So, number 9, Remember a Day. All right, coming in at number 8, Grantchester Meadows, and it seeks into several species of small free animals gathered together in a cave and brooding with a pict. Okay, headphones. That's all I get to say about this song. It's Roger Waters. It's another pastoral classic. It's a perfect description of an idyllic English countryside, and it's followed up by Several Species, which is a splicing up and looping experimentation type of song. They use a lot of voices in, different speeds and reverse and just all kinds of different things. And accents, he uses a Scottish accent in this. It's saturated with sound effects, and it is an audiophile's dream. You hear the swatting of a fly after Grantchester Meadows, and takes you into Several Species. Very good proggy stuff. You'd like it if you like prog, and if not, put your headphones on and just close your eyes and listen to this stuff. So that's number 8. Number 7, Cirrus Minor. This is another Floyd surreal pastoral song. I know I've been putting a lot of those up, but these are really good representations of what Floyd was doing at the time. Lots of sound effects. It's an acoustic song laden with multiple layers of organ, and it sort of seeps into an acid-induced watery climax of sorts. Cirrus Minor. Coming in at number 6, Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun. This is a constant staple, or was a constant staple, in the Floyd concert series that they were doing at the time. As a matter of fact, Roger Waters even brought it back in the 90s when he was doing, in the late 90s when he was going around doing his tour then. he brought it back, and he even to this day uses the song in his set. So, this is a very consistent Floyd classic song. It's a mantra type of song almost. Waters borrowed some ideas from William Burroughs and Chinese poetry and set it to this hypnotic, rhythmic little song, and still going today. So it's a very, very classic Floyd song. Number 5, Bike, Sid's World. I've got a bike, you can ride it if you like. It's got the basket, the bell and rings and things to make it look good. It's a charming, childlike little song with startling sound effects. And yet it sort of gets schizophrenic at the end. You got all these laughing ducks. It's like duck madness. I see it as being Sid's World. I see it as, when I think of a song about Sid Barrett, if I could think of one song about Sid Barrett, it would be Bike. That's the song that comes to mind when I think of this guy. Coming in at number 4, Careful with That Axe, Eugene, the One Note Wonder. This song was recorded under many different names at many different times. It's been Careful with That Axe, Eugene, Murderistic Woman, come in number 51, Your Time Is Up. That's probably Beset by Creatures of the Deep, or I don't know. It's been many different, but the title that everyone knows it by is Careful with That Axe, Eugene. This has been a concert staple all the way to 1977. It's basically founded upon one note alternating on the bass guitar and lots of organ, some wicked guitar. Roger Waters' classic screech, his scream, sounds like a woman running away from someone. It's a real eerie, and the more they did it, the eerier and slower the song got. So the best version, I think, is live at Pompeii. You need to check that one out. It's just a killer song. Okay, number 3, Cymbeline. This is off of the album More, 1969. It is a psychedelic folk song. Has some nylon string guitar, piano, bongos, and of course lots of organ. It's a song played in all minor chords until it gets to like a major upbeat chorus, but Waters claims it's about a nightmare. And it is also one of the first Floyd songs to expose the business side of music, when he says your manager and agent are both busy on the phone selling colored photographs to magazines back home. So he talks about the ravens and how the ravens are closing in. So it could be, metaphorical expose, so to speak, of the dirty underbelly of the music industry. Number 2, See Emily Play. This is the pop hit that put Floyd on the map in the 60s. Went all the way, I think, to number 3 on the charts. It got Pink Floyd noticed. Sid Barrett wrote it. It's a very complex little structured song, but it's a very simple song as well, very simple message. It's said that Sid wrote it about a girl who used to attend their shows, and he thought she was maybe a bit of a poser. But it's an interesting song, and it also mentions Free Games for May, which is a concert that actually Pink Floyd participated in the 60s. Okay, and then last but not least, the number 1 song, the number 1 choice cut of the 1960s Floyd is Interstellar Overdrive, the theme of psychedelia in Britain. This is the quintessential 60s Pink Floyd song because it is the song that started an entire movement and got Floyd noticed by the fans. The interesting thing about this song, it is the longest Floyd song up until they got into some progressive music later. I think it's the longest Floyd song up until Careful with That Axe, Eugene. And some live versions are very long. But this is the one, Interstellar Overdrive. the number one choice cut of the 1960s Floyd. You guys come back for our next episode where we will be reviewing the album Atom Heart Mother, beginning 70s era Pink Floyd. So stay tuned.